So today was a day that everyone found out that I put a cigarette smoking detector device inside the house. Which, this is also for fire, so if something happened, like there's an electrical fire or something like that, I get notified immediately and can call 911 to put the fire out in the house. It's for landlord, it's for things like this, not just cigarettes. Which I'm legally allowed to put in. It's actually better for safety measures. Like I said in a previous video, she unplugged it, took it off the wall that was screwed in, and laid it on the floor for my handyman to come in and be like, what the hell? My handyman was like, hey, I got it installed, and she's like, this is illegal, da-da-da, and was going off on him, and he said, hey, listen, I'm a property manager, like, this is totally valid. She is allowed to do this. You are the tenant. If something happens to her house, she will be notified. It's not a camera system, it's just a detection for the air. So then she texts me. My concern is if I'm smoking and then I come inside and I smell, will it go off? The wind system's 99.9% effective, okay? It's legit. Fast forward. The son texts me. Hey, I looked up in the system of the wind device. It's very effective. I'm a little scared. She smells like smoke. I don't want it going off because I will not be breaking the lease and she will not be breaking the lease because she's not smoking in the house. The device is put in there so I know if she's smoking in the house because she's lied to me multiple times and said she wasn't smoking and then she's like, oh, I did smoke, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to believe her word of mouth that she's not smoking. Come on. I told him, hey, it's not even hooked up yet. I'll let you know when it's hooked up and it's going to be a non-tampering device, but it will be installed. And then he said, well, I appreciate your patience, but this is not going to be breaking the lease if it smells. I just didn't answer back. I am just so cut and dry. Him and her always trying to like bicker off me. I'm just so over their shit. I just let them go on their little rant and I don't even reply. Straightforward. I'm still going to be installing it if you like it or not. I sent an email to Wind. I'm crossing my fingers. I have something that's like Wi-Fi based enabled, so I can pay monthly and just deal with that. Or if I have to get a Wi-Fi system and put it in there, like this is a pain in the ass. I just wish I did this before my tenant moved in. And once her ass is out, I'm going to make sure everything's in place before my new tenant comes in. My tenant has given me so much anxiety at this point that every time my phone goes off, my heart immediately starts racing. I don't even know if whenever we do get a new tenant, if this feeling will go away, just because like my heart drops and sinks, like something bad is going to happen in the house because she's going to do something maliciously or just normal drama. But I just is scared at this point. Like, will this feeling ever go away? I can't believe I never even talked about this. So the leak was actually not her fault and I had to pay for it out of my pocket. Yay, more loss of money. I really thought I couldn't have lost any more money this month, but I did. So it was a simple leak. My handyman fixed it right on the spot. It took him like 2 minutes. Something with like the water filter for the fridge and ice maker. It just needed like a tightening screw or some bullshit or a replacement or something. It cost me like $150. I'm glad I was caught, but also like just so many problems. I love how when I was living at the house, we never had any of these issues, but everything's happening now that we rent it out. So I got the Wind device, WYND. It's not fully set up, but when I asked you guys for recommendations for a smoke detector that does cigarette smoke, literally like 90% of you guys, 95% of you guys recommended this company, especially like real estate investors. And even my handyman, the one I've been hiring to do certain things around the house, it got cut off, but he suggested it as well. So this one, it seems like the best. I just need to get it installed with Wi-Fi. I messaged them and emailed them. So, hey, get back to me about like what I can do about the Wi-Fi system or if I need to get a different kind of smoke detector or what. I'll tag them in this. Maybe they'll see it. But it's 99.9% effective. And even my tenant's son read about it. And he's like, it's like really effective. I'm scared it's going to like give like a false positive that smells on her. And I'm like, hey, it smells smoke. You're out, buddy. So, Wind, can you like email me back so we can get this situated because I need to catch her and get her out for my sanity. Okay, thanks. Also, like I said, I'll tag them below. They have a couple devices, and one of them's even an air purifier with a detection device, so it like helps with like the cleanliness of the house, which is really cool too, because I can control that. I can't like make them put an air purifier in there, but if it's like in the device, like it's already in there. I don't know how to like nonchalantly put this out like, hey, I'm not going to renew your lease, but I'm pretty damn sure they know this. And I'm pretty damn sure they don't want to stay after like the year's done. Like, I've been a bitch at this point. Like, I've been really nice, but I turned into a major bitch real quick. There's only so much I can take. The first month to a month and a half, I was kind and doing things like on the fly with her. But then when she starts fucking screaming at me, that's when it's like, bitch mode unlocked. Like, no one's gonna fucking threaten me. You're in my house. You're in my world, lady. If my tenant starts behaving, will I change my mind and let her renew her lease? Absolutely not. And we thought about it, and let me tell you why. She came in January. She has had issue, over 10, 15 issues that we've had to deal with because of her, and cost us a lot of money. So much money, we have not made profit off our rental. So before the neighbor war, which happened past month, my husband and I sat down and we said, hey, if she doesn't cause us one more issue, if I don't get another call from here until her renew lease, then we can let her stay and we'll think about it. This was after the smoking thing and all the attitude and all this and that and clogging the drains. We were just like, let's give her a chance. We said that, and 12 hours later, I'm not even kidding, 12 hours later, because it was that night, I get a call saying that she started a war with my neighbor and demanding things over and over and over. I couldn't even go 12 hours without like silence. So there is absolutely no way in fucking hell that I will be renewing her lease in January. And people kept saying, well, what if she sees this? Good. You know when you have to be out, or please break your lease. Thank you, bye. Are you guys ready for this tenant update? Because I think I caught her. And to all you people saying this isn't true, I promise you everything I'm saying about my tenant is true. All the situation, this is my freaking real life. And if you think I'm just a drama queen ranting and raving on this platform, I promise you a lot of people want these updates. So here we go. A lot of you guys have been commenting for an update, and I was just going to do today, like, hey, it's been quiet. I haven't heard anything. I'm just waiting for things on my neighbor to see if I can get eviction for disturbing the peace, because she's called the cops on her multiple times. So I'm just trying to, like, get everything in order to try to evict her, but it's, like, a slow process. But then, at 3 o'clock today, we get a text from our neighbor. Apparently, her dog was out all last night in the yard, barking. Neighbor didn't do anything about that. It's just like, it is what it is. Then my neighbor was clearly outside. They were all hanging out. Like, you can see that my neighbors are outside and grilling and hanging out. And then my tenant decides to be loud, obnoxious on purpose for my neighbor to hear. Like, this is where it gets weird. Like, where she's not all there. My tenant was screaming at her dog again, saying, you're the reason why I smoked in the house. You're the reason why I'm smoking. You're the reason why I smoke in that house. I'm not supposed to smoke in the house. Why are you yelling this and airing this out to everyone? Do you, like, want to get back to your landlord, aka me? Like, the detectors right now don't work in the house. But now I have a reason for an inspection. That was at 3 o'clock, okay? I get all these texts. I call my inspector guy, hey, I need you to get there tomorrow. I will pay you extra to be there on a weekend. I need you to get there about 3:30 or later, because I have to give her a 24-hour notice. He says, I'll be there at 3:30. Great. Now it's about 3:15. I text my tenant and the son, hey, I have someone coming. Oops. Tomorrow at 3:30, be ready. Tenant didn't say anything, but the son said, hey, like, what is it for? I said, well, we're changing the air filter, cleaning out the lines, the drain lines, which is true. We'll do that anyways while he's there. An inspection to see if anything needs to be fixed and everything's working. I'm not lying. So we'll see. Tomorrow at 3:30. And I swear I'm going to get a text and stuff like that from my inspection guy immediately. And I'm going to immediately start uploading, because I know it's going to be like a thing tomorrow. I am crossing my fingers that it's true that she smoked in the house. She would have to get out in 3 days if it's true. But she's also like a nut job. So is it true, or is she just wanting me to get an inspection? I don't know. She's weird. We'll find out tomorrow at 3:30. The update you've all been waiting for. I just had to pull over when I got the call. Long story short, she covered up the smoke smell with chemicals. My inspector just called me and he says it smells like straight up bleach and Fabuloso. He's like, you can't smell anything besides chemicals in the house. So if she did just smoke for a day, she covered it up with the chemical smell. I have to get Wi-Fi in there, and I have to catch her, because this is just annoying. So I guess the Tenant from Hell Chronicles has not stopped yet, but I am just so irritated. Like, I lost sleep over this, and she covered it up. My heart is racing so fast. I really thought I caught her this time, and she, like, figured a way out of it. At least she covered it. I guess she was smarter than last time. But when my inspector was there, of course, she had to complain about some stuff. She says one of the outdoor fans doesn't work on high anymore. It only works on low and medium. So she wants it replaced. I will update you guys with anything that I get. I'm waiting for a call from the son probably, and what motions we need to do to try to freaking get her out. I need to get the Wi-Fi in there. I gotta get the complaints from the neighbor and just try to figure this out. I feel like I'm going absolute insane. I haven't slept. My anxiety's up the roof. My mental health's not doing great these past couple days. Since she's been in my house, but it's just been worse the past few days after this situation has happened. I'm really thankful she's not calling me every day because I think I might lose my shit. But after everything that happened yesterday and the way she was acting towards my inspection guy, I have a strong feeling someone that knows her is on my page. So hi, tell them or tell yourself, please get out. You're horrible human beings. I haven't given out any information of the person's name, where the house is located besides Florida. Nothing like that. I haven't showed recorded phone calls or anything because I know, like, don't want to get in trouble with the law kind of thing. And my first, like, Tenant from Hell update was just, like, I was going fucking insane because she was calling me every single day and I didn't expect it to blow up the way it did. And now it's a little overwhelming because the amount of people telling me, like, she's faking it, all that stuff. I wish I was faking it. I really do. Like, I'm right now supposed to be living my dream. I'm traveling the country full time with my family. And this lady, this tenant, and the son, has been nothing but hell on my life. And if she does, or anyone she knows sees this, and you guys know that her calling me and the son calling me and, like, harassing me is hurting with my mental health, let me give you this warning. Please don't do that, because I'm over being nice, and I will be calling the police every time you harass me and call me like that, because I'm done. I'm done being nice. Like I told you before, I'm done being nice. I will take legal action. I will call the cops. Over it. Don't fuck with my mental health. Don't fuck with my peace, because I am just done, and I'm trying to get her out. If you see this, get out. I'm done. And if you guys really think I'm being over dramatic, you don't understand the shit she's put me through. And you might just think it's just landlord problems if you're, like, new here. No, it goes way, way more deep. The amount of calls, the threats, the cursing, the nonstop calling, it's just, like, it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. I'm the landlord. I cannot turn my phone off for her. And honestly, I'm scared to have her just go to email because she's crazy, man. Like, I'm scared she's gonna do something to the house and I'm not gonna be able to get notified. And don't think I'm not doing anything for the drama. I have done multiple things to try to get her out. I've done things today to try to get her out because I'm done. And then tomorrow I have things set in place to get the things moving, and I'll make another video about that. So I'm getting a lot of comments, not really this one, but people saying, like, I'm a drama queen because I haven't got the Wi-Fi in the house. Why haven't I got the Wi-Fi in the house? Why aren't the smoke detectors put up yet? Blah, 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 blah. First thing, I do have smoke detectors in the house. I have a crap ton of smoke detectors in the house for safety reasons when I was living there because I had children. These smoke detectors that I'm putting in are for cigarette smoke, but also fire as well, but mainly for my cigarette smoke that I'm trying to detect. It's 99.9% accurate, which my tenants are scared about because they read into it. They are aware that they are going to be put in. They just don't know when, per se. Have they should already been put in? Absolutely, but let's talk about it. First thing, trying to find one after this whole ordeal. You guys did help me, and I was getting the Wind device, so that's good. Finally got to my handyman's door because I'm in a different state. He got them, opened it, everything's good. Okay, got a date with him, that's good. Got a date with my tenants, that's good. Even though I don't even have to because she doesn't even have to be in the house, but I was being nice. I don't know why I'm nice, I really don't. He came in, we told the tenant what was going on. He went to go install it. Oh, she forgot her Wi-Fi password. Great, now I have to pay my handyman again to come back because you forgot your Wi-Fi password, but it's fine. She didn't have to give me the Wi-Fi password. My next tenant will have to in the lease. Pay the guy to come back because we have an extender on our neighbor's Wi-Fi to come over. We're like, we're gonna be good with the neighbor. The neighbor wants her out because she's a fucking horrible person. Okay, great. Pay the handyman, he comes in. Oh, the device was ripped off the wall. Oh, you didn't know that was illegal? Cool. Next time she does that, nice phone calls will be made. If you're seeing this, forewarning, someone is watching my page. But they already know what the device is, so let me keep talking. Okay, now I have a problem with the Wi-Fi because you can't have the same, like, carrier inside the house, I guess. So I had to find out what carrier she had for internet. Then I had to get a different one. Then it's weird trying to get internet when you don't live there. I just thought it was easier than it was. Today I started making phone calls and I figured out what is what and what I need to do. All I have to do is make my last phone call, which is tomorrow because they're not physically open on Sunday for me to like get it going. Then I have to have now a router and everything sent to my handyman, or I'm scared they're going to send it to the house actually. That worries me now, but I will get tracking on it. I will pay for extra tracking. Then once that device physically gets here, then we can physically put it in the house. And I have to pay my handyman again to come to the house, get that set up, get the wind smoke detector set up, and hopefully all is well. And I will know if she unplugs it, turns off the Wi-Fi, or tampers with it. Because I have a little inkling that someone is watching and knows her, or maybe her son, other things are in line just in case. Please know that. I have a folder ready. I have recorded phone calls that I was allowed to record by my tenants. I asked permission. Please be aware that I'm very petty and I will go to court however long it takes. I know renters are not all bad. That wasn't my first thought at all when I started becoming a landlord. I knew there was people that were bad at renting, but overall, like, didn't think it was gonna be that much of an issue. My grandfather had a rental property. He had the same person for like 10, 20, something crazy amount of years, never raised their rent, was always kind to each other, never had big issues, would come in and fix things that need to be fixed, and that's it. Which is what I thought I was gonna have, and I thought I found the perfect tenant. Don't think I just found someone off the streets and just threw in my house and they paid my rent price. I'm in South Florida, which is a very high populated area, and a lot of people are finding houses to rent, especially people who are up north coming down south. I had a long list of applicants that I went through. I went through credit reports, I went through background checks, how much they made salary, everything you can think of, I found out. My tenant seemed like the perfect tenant on paper, but you never know until someone's actually in there. Once I get her out, I have high hopes that I'm going to have a great tenant for my next one. I'm manifesting it. I'm hoping the next person or family really enjoys the house, stays there forever. I won't raise the rent price. I'll make sure to have annual cleanings. I'll do good to them. They'll do good to me, and let it be. I told them the first day they came in, like, I am not a mean landlord. I will do right by you as long as you do right by me, but they just didn't do right by me.
There are two things that niggas gotta do. That's take to their word, not to mind their business. But there's not.
If I was a renter, I'd be pissed off. If you see my whole situation with my tenant from hell, you know everything that's going on in regards to all the problems she's made for me. Things are costing me a lot of money. And I'm keeping notes and I'm keeping tallies of what she's doing and how it's charging me every month because I'm not seeing a profit from her renting my house. So now I have to be very particular with my next tenant and my next lease of what's going on, what's going to be included, and what's not going to be included. She has ruined it for so many other renters that are going to step in my house. And it's the bad renters that are making landlords raise their rent. If I had a good tenant in my house, I will not raise their rent. If they want to stay there 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 20 years, I don't care. You're good to me, I'm good to you, and that's what it is. But this lady is making me change my next lease because I have to include certain things. Wi-Fi is a problem. Now I'm going to include it. Now I have to charge for it. Do I need to include lawn care or do I need to put stricter rules? Is it going to piss off my next tenant because I have to have strict rules? And it's going to be like, this is nonsense. I don't need all these rules. I have to cover my butt. So yeah, I have to add it. Now I have to pay monthly for a smoke detecting system in the house because I can't trust people to not smoke in the house. Even though there's rules clearly stated, if you're smoking, you're evicted. So yeah, if I was a renter, I would be pissed because there's bad renters that make it worse on you. Tenant from hell. I'm going to keep quiet with certain things until things are done. Just put it like that. So if you're watching, but they already informed Wi-Fi is going to be installed on Friday. Finally, it took a while. That Wi-Fi will be staying in that house forever. I thought about having our next tenant come in, like we would get their Wi-Fi password to be part of the lease. There's gonna be so many damn issues. I could see it going sideways real quick. I'm gonna bite the bullet, pay for internet, and have internet at the house fully. God forbid they've missed a bill and then all of a sudden my smoke detectors don't go off so they can smoke. I don't want to hear it. I'm just gonna pay for the internet and call it a day. My worry is the internet has to be professionally installed, which I think is so dumb. All I have to do is plug in a router. I've had that internet at the house before. Whatever. But they know about the appointment, and it's between like a long period of time. Not gonna exactly tell you. So I'm worried she'll just be like, you're holding me hostage again. I'm not gonna be here, blah, 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 blah. Good thing is I have people, I'm not gonna say, that are willing and right around the corner that if they need to go in that house, they will sit in that house, in her house, for hours if they need to. So don't pull that crap if you're watching. Because legally I'm allowed to. Because I've given you over a 24-hour notice. Once that is installed, then I'm going to have my handyman go in and literally pay him to flip a switch so we can get the smoke detectors working. And I took your advice, and I'm going to be doing something else as well that I'm not going to be saying on here. So yes, the tenant from hell stuff is still going to come up. It's just not my main priority right now because I'm trying to keep somewhat quiet. The amount of messages I got from this tenant from hell update is because she called me at like 10 o'clock last night. It's not that serious. We exchanged some words, so let's just talk about it. It's not that big of a deal. Her normal, just like bullshit. Hi, Mr. Man. So she called and texted me at 10 o'clock at night. I'm no longer going to be answering like calls from her. I'm only going to be going through like text and email. She knows how to text. That what she was doing earlier is bullshit. So like a week ago or 2 weeks ago when I had the inspector come by, can I help you? To check if she was smoking, to put all the chemicals in the house, blah, blah, blah. She was complaining about something else, of course, about the fan. She goes, it goes on low and medium, but not high. So she decided to tell me that at 10 o'clock at night that I need to fix it ASAP. There is 2 fans. I put 2 fans in that area. One of them is a super fan, like super fucking fan. And the other one's like a standard outdoor fan. Both installed, made to be outside. So I told her, no, I'm not fixing it. So my text was straight to the point, so I'm not doing with her bullshit. Hey, don't be texting me or calling me this late at night or early in the morning. It's inappropriate. And no, I'm not going to be changing the fan. It still works, and you still have another fan, and I don't legally have to. Will I change it for the next tenant? Sure. It's only like 2 or 3 years old, but whatever. I don't care. And she just said, okay, sorry. That's right. Tenant update, kind of. You guys are getting real mean in the comments because I'm doing like funnier videos because she like drove me up the walls today. And I'm just like taking it out on TikTok because you guys are my therapy. But apparently you guys don't like that because I'm not giving you an update. You guys, remember, I think someone, hi you, is watching my TikTok and then reporting it to her and him. So I have to keep hush hush a little bit. With that being said, let me tell you a little bit that I can. Guess who still doesn't have the Wi-Fi smoke detectors installed? I wish I was joking, and I wish that this life was like made up. But she's doing things vindictively, so I can't get the stuff installed. I will give you all those details once everything is set in stone. But apparently, Tuesday will be the day. But we shall see. The people who think I'm really making this up just to drag this on, I promise you I'm not. As of right now, I cannot kick her out until her lease ends, which is in December, I think. So yeah, I have a long time to go. But there is a reason why I'm hush-hush, but when things proceed, don't you worry, I'm telling you everything. Guess who finally got Wi-Fi and a smoke device in her rental? Me! That's who. It only took months, lots of setback, and lots of money, but we got it! But she's still in the property. So let's go through it, shall we? Again, I'm going to keep quiet about certain things because I know someone is watching. But let's talk about some details that I can tell you of what's going on. So I got the Wind device, WYND. So many of you guys flooded my DMs, my comments. Everyone was recommending this system. There was another system that's like made for hotels, but you need like to buy 100. I think it was like Fresh Air, 100 of them at a time. Obviously, I don't need 100 of them. I don't have 100 rentals. But this is like perfect for landlords that have a couple of properties or Airbnbs and so forth. The company did reach out to me. They gifted it to me. They did not pay me to talk about it. So I made zero profit from them giving me this device. FYI. But this is the device I was going to buy regardless. You can look back in my videos. The amount of comments that people told me about this. Anyways. Just don't want it to feel like an ad. Anyways. It finally got installed. You do have to have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi got into the house. And this device not only tells you like it's what the air quality is. If there's any smoke detection, I get an alert and alarm. It also measures the noise. I don't really care about noise, but for someone who has like an Airbnb and you don't want people to have like parties, that's really cool. But this lady can have parties all she wants. If she gets cops called to her, it's her. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother me. But the smoke detector is nice. On top of that, people are like, well, what if she unplugs it? It tells me when it's plugged in, and if it's unplugged, I get an alert. Also telling me about the Wi-Fi, the signals coming through. Like, she high tech. So it's only been installed for like 2 days. Everything looks good. I can see the readings. Everything's fine. But just now, I'll be alerted immediately the moment she lights it up. It's gonna happen. Tenant from Hell update, shall we? Again, I keep things quiet for now just because I have things working in action, because I'm literally dealing with the tenant from hell. Call me a landlord scum all you want in the comments. You're not dealing with her. I am. Okay, let's get on to the story because it's somewhat resolved. Do you guys remember that garbage disposal problem where she was putting rice down the garbage disposal and then ruined the pipes? So then I had to replace the garbage disposal and the pipes. Oh, and that was connected to the dishwasher, so it clogged the pipes in the dishwasher, and then I had to replace the dishwasher. I had to replace both last month. Both brand new, and I warned her saying, hey, if you break any of those, I'm not replacing them because you put rice down it, and I'm not doing it. Legally, I don't have to provide both of those, and I'm doing it. So don't mess it up again. Can you guess what happened? I get a call. I'm in downtown Flavortown. I had 2 drinks. No, my husband was not drinking. He was driving. And I see a call from her. I'm like, oh, let's answer it, shall we? She called to complain, these are broken, I need to replace ASAP, blah, 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 blah. She's going on and on. I'm like, I very calmly said, I told you I'm not replacing them. If you do not get them fixed yourself, I will be ripping them out. She was very mad about that. She gets mad at me and says, I don't know why I have to be punished because they broke. You broke them in under a month. Both of them. Both. So I text my handyman and said, guess what she broke? He goes, there's no way. I'm like, yep, both of them. Contact my realtor, let her know. And she just goes, she lost her security deposit. I'm like, I know that. But still, now I gotta deal with this. Now I gotta pay someone in there to rip that shit out. And she's probably gonna cause me more problems because of it. I already looked into some things if she did break it or break my pipes again. I already looked into certain things to get her out. Okay. Anyways, I told my handyman, like, you can contact her and she will pay you directly because I'm not doing it unless I'm ripping it out. Shocking, when my handyman calls her, she goes, oh, there's no problem with it. I fixed it. Interesting. Makes me kind of worried. Did she do it for attention? Did she really fix it? What's going on? I think she paid to get it fixed because I was going to rip it out. Or is she scared that I'm going to evict her because she's broken multiple things now? So I made sure I texted everything that I was on the phone call with. I shouldn't have answered the phone call. Everything should have been through text or email, but I reiterated what our conversation was and put it through text right at that moment. And I'm keeping track of everything. Don't you worry. So it's kind of resolved, but like, it can still, like, things can still happen. Tenant from Hell update. I've been avoiding this for 2 days because I was like, there's too much noise in the background. There's not enough lighting. I don't care at this point. Let me just get this out there because you guys keep asking for it. I've been trying to keep it somewhat hush-hush because of the back end of things that's going on, and I just don't want the family to see certain things or them to know about certain things. You know what I mean? But this kind of information I'm going to tell you right now is what I'm definitely going to be updating and keeping on my page. Because I know someone in the family, or maybe them, I think it's the son, is watching my TikToks. And I want you to see these videos because I want you to see how horrible your mother is. And how manipulative and mean she is. So, get ready. Buckle your seatbelts. Let me preference saying I do have Wi-Fi in the house. Okay. Took a long time to get it because of her, but it's fine now. Smoke detectors are working. Thank you, Wind. So when the internet guy came, he said, hey, like, your Wi-Fi is all great and stuff, but I need a bury it cord in the backyard. I'm going to come back later today and get that done. I'm like, cool. Again, they're contacting me and not her because I'm the owner of the house and it's for my Wi-Fi, for my smoke detectors. The guy came back to go bury it. She let her dog outside and said, no, she's not bringing her dog in and they can't go out in the backyard. Cool. So I said, hey, you guys didn't let him in the backyard. The Wi-Fi company is going to be coming back in the next 2 weeks at a random time. I can't make an appointment. You can't make an appointment for them just to bury a line. They do not need to come in the house. They just need to go in the backyard and bury a line. That's it. Well, one random morning, they came by and she refused to let them in the backyard. She wouldn't answer the door for them. She let her dog in the backyard and I got some text messages and some calls from the company like, we can't do anything. And I'm like, okay. They were nasty about saying, like, I need to give them a 24-hour notice. And I said, hey, I can't. It's a 2-week notice kind of thing. It's a random day at a random time. They do not need to come in the house. They just have to bury a stupid wire in the backyard. But it doesn't matter for me because I still have Wi-Fi. I'm just letting you know, like, this is what they need for, like, the area and stuff. Just, like, common courtesy, you know? So 2 times they did not let them come in. Now we're on the 3rd time. They called me, said, hey, I went to your door. The dog's in the backyard again. The lady slammed the door in my face. Not once, but twice. I said, well, I'm not surprised. And then he said, yeah, she's not the friendliest person. And I said, yeah, I know. So you guys, I'm not crazy. She's a psycho, but guess what? I still have internet. You're just being mean to like the internet people that have to do their job. Like, get a life, lady. Like, they don't even need to come in the house. My tenants called me today. It was silent for a little while, and here's your little update. And get ready, it's stupid. Yes, I'm in the bathroom. I'm hiding from my kids. She has not called me since I went to downtown Flavortown, which I recorded. And she called me to tell me she broke the dishwasher and the garbage disposal. And that's all I heard. That was it. She hasn't called me since. The only reason I know that dishwasher's fixed, which I don't think it is, was because she told my handyman that. So I don't get service. I'm in the mountains right now. I travel full time. So I see her voicemail pop up. It didn't ring because I have no service. I literally gasped. I was like, no, it's been so silent for so long. Maybe she is calling me, not leaving voicemails. I just don't know because I don't get missed calls. I only get voicemails because I have no service. So I see the voicemail, I listen to it, and I read it because iPhones. She's complaining because a black racer, black snake, got on her back porch. We live in Florida. What? She wants me to handle it. What? She literally wants me to do something to get rid of snakes. It's a black racer. They don't do anything. And it's a snake. What would you like me to do about it? I'm your landlord. Why are you calling me? I said, sorry, this is not a landlord issue. And I texted her this and I said, please communicate with only text message or email. Thank you so much. And I was waiting to do this video because I was waiting for her to reply and she didn't. Shocker. I thought I'd update you just because I need a log of this and I think this is like hilarious.